welcome to the Bonanza of the Extraordinary. I don't often introduce it fully like that, but on this occasion, it's fully introduced, for 'tis the Bonanza of the Extraordinary. And by extraordinary, I mean tiresome crap that everybody does, and by Bonanza, I mean 2 different games. So not really that extraordinary and not really a Bonanza. But you know, sometimes you just gotta go with the hypey name.
Hello there.
General Bonanza Candy. I don't know, is the honest answer there. I don't know. Was Bonanza a candy? I know it was a TV programme. I could skip that cutscene long ago, but I didn't. I was too busy wondering if I recognised the idea that there was a candy called Bonanza. As I say, I can't say no, because I've no idea. But equally, I can't say yes, because I have no idea. Bazooka, you're thinking of the gum. Ah, I must admit, I've never heard of the bazooka gum either. But welcome, Mr. Bluebush, and welcome, Mr. Onibushu, with the dancing men. Oh, I mean, they're not quite men, I don't suppose, but they are definitely dancing. Or they are just super frustrated with something. Meow! Why is there a cat on the front of my flying car? I don't know, but it's not a sensible decision by that cat. Oh no, sirree, he should be in a seat, and possibly even in a cage inside the vehicle. Because really, he's gonna fall off of there. It's powered by cats and toast. I think more toadstools, but I don't know if it's powered by toast. Difficult to know. Hello, Mr. Chester Phoenix. Welcome. Oh, this is not a good sign. Yeah, no, that went horribly wrong there. Anyway, we'll carry on going through some images to see. Cat plus toast theory. Of course. Oh, yeah. I remember the discussion the other day. Can't quite remember where it was, but yes, that discussion came up that it was a perpetual energy machine sticking a piece of toast onto a cat and dropping it. It would just keep going and going and going and going round. That's quite a nice one, actually. We've never seen this little castle. But I'm assuming the fact that it says leave midnight, it rather suggests to me that it is meant to be sort of Cinderella-y. Is it powered by Stephen Toast? I imagine the anger of Stephen Toast certainly could power anything you needed it to power. Which, unfortunately, at the moment, that's the only episode I've watched, the first one. Oh boy, this is really not going well today. Excellent. Oh, we're off to that glorious start that we always find ourselves on, which is the internet being a piece of shit. I suppose technically the game is accessing the internet, but not in a way that should make any issue if the internet was working in its appropriate fashion. So there we go. But that's a good start. It's a good start. It's always a good start when the internet fucks around and irritates me right at the beginning. It couldn't wait a few hours so that the irritation is not festering over the entire thing. No, it has to go in and really, really sort of lay the boots in early. Just kicking the shit out of everything enjoyable. Anyway, there's a temple. Ooh! We'll watch a couple more because a good few new ones have come in. I'm assuming it's because they do like a monthly update. And that's probably where we get new ones from. But we'll do a 5 count from here. So, a little musical temple thing. Well, a musical sort of set of houses. The most musical part, I think, is the what is that? Viola? No, I don't think it is. I know it's not a violin, because that's the little one. Can't quite recall what the big one's called. And I don't think it's a bass. Oh no, I think it might be a bass, actually. I was going to say I don't think it's a bass guitar, but I think it might actually just be a bass, just a simple lone bass. Anyway, we'll do. There we go. That's our 4 count. That's quite nice. That's we've actually seen the sort of a slightly different angle of that one, so that's nice. That's lovely. And then Courtyard Garden. Again, that looks almost like the sort of almost like the same area, but I think it's just the same use of the sort of bamboo art. Put that bass in the pond. Oh, bass in the pond. Yeah. Took me a moment. First one has my favourite bit in it, which is Toast doing the audio version of Larry David's book on the JFK assassination. Yes, that was highly entertaining. A lot of those, him doing the voiceovers, is highly entertaining. Because it does feel suspiciously like it comes from quite a real place. Because it's like, yeah, I feel like he's probably experienced this in the past as a voice actor. I suspect he has probably experienced that level of irritation. Okay, so it looks like they're still just building away on the old template. And I think that's all we've got left to do. So if we get over here and find out a little bit more as to how far along they are, we might be able to make some assistance, I suppose. I don't think we have to worry about our piece of the power doodah just yet. Especially because it's not even been requested at this stage. So yeah, I think they'll just get on with it. Not hugely worthwhile worrying too much about it. They'll keep tossing themselves off the side, trying to reach the end, I think, but they will eventually reach the end and build things. But for now, they are going to just keep falling off. There we go. They are fucking super lemmings right now. The fact that they are just like and all. Oh no, no, you went, but the king survived. Right, I'll go and wait for it. No, hey, there we go, Mr. Redfell. But what's his name? Gerard? He might be Gerard. Or no, Jeremiah's the guy in green. I feel like the other one is called G something, but I might be mistaken. Oh, there, a couple more scrub lords falling off there. Reminded me of a different version of the same joke from one of the comedy series Simon Day did with his Brian Pern character. Was it Perm? I think Perm. I feel like it's Perm with an M, as in the hairstyle with tight curls, but I might be mistaken. I must admit, a lot of Simon Day by himself I didn't particularly enjoy. I gave his radio show a go, and I can't deny I found myself sort of going, yeah, I might leave that one. Because I couldn't get into it. Maybe I didn't give it enough time, but then again, he was very entertaining on the Fast Show, certainly. Right, get the dong going, and then theoretically, I was going to say, at some point, the mission provider should... No, okay, are you ignoring the dong? Are you stuck? No, you've ignored the dong, and you're just celebrating. Huzzah! The Kazapple cannon is complete. At long last, we have the power to overcome Atlas. I told you before, Veldin, that my faith in the children of Hargon was unshakable, that it was my heartfelt conviction to fight forevermore. This was a lie. Jerry the Mean Snail. At one point, he gets Martin Freeman in to read his autobiography, and he gets very annoyed that Brian wants him to read the book doing an impression of someone else. Oh, I see. That does seem a little unfair. But again, that feels like it comes from a very real place for an audio sort of person. Is there something interfering with the internet? I really wouldn't have thought so, but I suppose I'll check. I've gotten rid of everything else, so that can disappear too. But I think it's just a being a piece of poo. But there you go. The foundations of Moonbrook Castle were laid by a builder who came to this island many years ago. By the time I was born, the children of Hargon's teachings had already spread far and wide. Builders were seen as harbingers of chaos and war. I've only really seen his solo stuff with Brian Pern, And I think that's very good. I don't recognise the name, so I have no comprehension of that one. But one day I looked up at this fine majestic fortress, and great joy welled within me. Or a great well joyed within me, one of the two. I dreamed of creating such incredible structures myself. Ever since that day, the children of Hargon were my sworn enemy. I had pledged to overthrow them and become a builder, like the one who had inspired me. That was my true conviction. Warwick had a heartfelt conviction too, but his beliefs were not his own. They were imposed on him by the children of Hargon. I believe that true conviction comes from within. It is something that you make for yourself. It is not something that can be imposed on you by others. It feels good to finally get that all off my chest. It was so hard hiding how I've really felt for so long. Forgive me, Veldin, no matter how much I wanted to lay the children of Hargon low, I should not have lied to you. I swear that I shall not do so again. So, what are everybody up to this merry evening? Are you up to anything interesting? And are you all well? Forgive me, Veldin. Once I began to unburden myself, I could not stop my mouth from moving. People call me stubborn. They say I am stickler for rules and regulations, but I never believed in the teachings of the children of Hargon. I had long ago fallen in love with building, forbidden though it was. Warwick, on the other hand, was unshakable in his belief, so much that it led him to his own ruin. If either of us was the stubborn one, it was him. Just listen to me going on again. Come, Veldin, it is almost time for the grand finale. All you need to do is place the Orb of Heroes upon the dais on the central tower, and the Gazapple cannon will be complete. I can do that. Plans are uncertain at the moment. Sounds a little bit like you're doing sort of the 8-ball, the magic 8-ball. What are you doing at the moment? Plans are uncertain. Ooh. Where do we place this? Over here. Luckily, we do have it on me at this time. And pop that down. Are you approaching? Are you approaching? There seems to be furious movement from the blue tick, so I think you're approaching. Usually they approach. Up the stairs, through the centre chamber, and here we go, up the ladder. You could just about get it going there. Understand precisely where she was going. Just taking a break from the silver grinding. I don't blame you, although you've got far greater patience, I think, than I do. I can't. Sometimes I can't stand it when they just go and nope, and nope, and nope, and it's like, oh, fuck off and fuck your dead. And as I say, the worst of it is when it takes them about 5-10 minutes to finally get round to doing it. And it's like, oh, I should have just quit when you didn't, shouldn't I? Because it can take them a good 5 minutes, and then finally, at the end of 1,001 summons, they finally reveal the one card they've been trying to get to. The one card that's going to screw everything over for me. And at that point, it's like, oh god, I almost wish there was a chat function, and I'd fall for a bluff more often than not, I'm sure, but I wish there was a chat function so that the person on the other side could go, I'm going to take 5 minutes, but then I'm going to summon something that's going to get rid of your monster, so that I could just go, alright, you can have it then, you can have it, because I can't do anything after that, so you can just have the win, and then I can move on and try something else. But, so long-winded, some of these summons. Nowadays, at least. This is where I long for the simple days of past Yugi. Because it was so much more like, I have a turn, you have a turn. I have another turn, okay. You have another turn. No, I'll have another turn. I don't mind having another turn. You have a turn as well, please. Whereas nowadays, it's like, you have a turn. Should I are you still having your turn? Okay. Okay. I'll just do some research somewhere else. Shall I? Yeah. You give us a shout when you're done. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then finally you've fallen asleep, and they finally go, it's your turn, and you go and you look up, and it's like, oh, everything's gone. Oh, excellent. Well, now I stand no chance. Yeah. Now see, I like that. I liked that. I liked it back in my day when it was simple. It also felt like there was more options for a bit of back and forth. Nowadays it doesn't feel like there's as much back and forth. It really does feel like either it goes perfectly well and you win within 2 turns, or it goes horribly wrong and you lose within 2 turns. It doesn't feel like it's got quite as much of that sort of it could go either way. It could go either way. Which I think is probably a bad thing. But still, you know. It is done, Veldin. Now that the Orb of Heroes is in place, the Gazapple Cannon is complete. Long have I dreamed of seeing this legendary weapon in action. And thanks to you, Veldin, I shall soon have the opportunity to witness the Gazapple Cannon firing with my own 2 eyes. Thank you.
Holy balls!
Something is happening. Oh my, the power is building. My cannon is ready. My big orbs are charging up my cannon. Just you wait. I'll explode in a moment or 2. By the goddess, I have never seen such power.
I know. Confusingly powerful. Yes. I'm down there. I think I'm supposed to be up here. There we go. I'm up here now. This is the true power of the Gazapple Cannon.
I see. So the energy that we all poured into the 2 charging towers has been gathered into the Orb of Heroes, ready to fire at our enemies. Brian Pern is basically a caricature of Peter Gabriel, the lead singer of Genesis. I see. Throughout the series, there are constant jokes made about prog rock and all, but the first series ends with Peter Gabriel turning up to try and do something to Brian. I see. The fictional band he was the frontman for Foch. What a name. As members played by Paul Whitehouse, Nigel Havers. Yes, I don't know who Nigel Havers is. With his foul-mouthed manager played by Michael Kitchen. See, now I'm back to thinking you're referencing Toast. As in Stephen Toast, Toast of London, or Toast of Hollywood now, isn't it? No, Toast of Tinseltown, isn't it? Because they tend to have daft names like Michael Kitchen. But I'm assuming that is a real person called Michael Kitchen. Whether that's a stage name or not, I don't know, but I'm surprised the surname Kitchen is lurking around, but there you go. I saw some discussion where they might eventually add different modes, so you could have open or some kind of limited format like Classic, which would only use older cards. I'd like to see that, because I'd like to be able to sort of, every now and again, go, do you know what? Let's have a bit of the past. Let's bring a bit of the past back to the future. I don't know how likely that is, but it could be fun. I think a lot of people do like the older format. The fan-made dual book thingy as the still popular GOAT format. I see. I'm assuming GOAT is greatest of all time in this situation, or is it a distinctly different GOAT in this situation? Is it an actual GOAT in this situation, I suppose? The GOAT format. Whichever person gets butted first goes first. Any cards that have been nibbled by the GOAT are free to summon. If you have a card fully eaten by the GOAT will win. Michael Kitchen is best known for the titular character in Foyle's War. I know exactly the man you're talking about then now. I'd forgotten his name was Michael Kitchen. But yeah, no, I know exactly who you mean. Frontrunner for, titular character in Foyle's War, yeah. Even an enormous hulking monstrosity like Atlas won't be able to withstand a direct hit from this thing. Is that, but also a pun on the quick play magic card Scapegoats, of course. I did enjoy Scapegoats, it was fun. So there are no goats involved. No, more's the pity. What do we have to do now? He's Jerome. There you go. I don't know if Robson's anywhere, but we've got Jerome here. All we have to do now is wait for the fool to fall into our trap. Oh, yes. He will come at us from the front. He definitely won't come at us from behind the cannon, will he? No, that would be silly. It does pop up 4 goat tokens. It does. You're quite right. Which was super popular at the time. Yeah. From a specific ban list that was only in effect for a short while, but that tournament is considered one of the best ever. Oh, I did not know that it was on a ban list, but yeah, it was certainly one of the more useful cards because, of course, you've got tokens, and I think those tokens could be distributed. Most can. Every now and again you find a token that can't, and I don't know if those were ones that specifically couldn't be tributed, but I think you could tribute those. Certainly it was a good stall tactic because your opponent had to chew through them. And because there wasn't quite as much, oh, I've played this one card, I've summoned the entirety of my field to the... I've summoned 5 monsters to the field in this one card that I've put down here. It was far more awkward to get through the goat tokens. Nowadays, the goat tokens are probably meaningless. But there you go. Yes, there's a bit of bitterness. A bit of bitterness. Just seething through, I suppose.
Well, what is it, Vilden? We stand on the threshold of victory, so why do you wear such an aggrieved expression? What? You care not for slaying Atlas? You only wish to see your friend freed. But of course, the matter had entirely slipped my mind. I thought you'd forgotten, and so I'd forgotten. And just you bringing it up makes it a little bit awkward, you know.
Yeah, I think most tokens were tributable, but I think there is at least a couple that were very much like a no, you cannot tribute this token. Had a good variety, a lot of options, some of which weren't even discovered until years after the tournament. That was before all the speed up, crazy special summoning and extra deck plays. Yeah. Oh, most older tokens can't be tributed. Okay, so possibly, you know, I'm misremembering it the wrong way round, perhaps. I don't know. Veldin, you know all too well that Malroth and I have our differences, but I want you to know that neither I nor His Majesty had any desire to see your friend imprisoned. Warwick was the one who convinced His Majesty that Malroth was a danger. He meant to divide us, and it worked. Of course, the matter with Ra's mirror did not help his defence. But I should not make excuses. I may not have urged Malroth's incarceration, but neither did I argue against it. I beg your forgiveness, Veldin. You say that if I should beg the forgiveness of anyone, it's Malroth? Yes, I suppose you're right. Here, take this.
I've obtained the key!
It is the key to the dungeon. Go and set your friend free.
I will. And you know how I'm going to do it? I'm going to... Oh, you've left. King, do you know how I'm going to do it? Oh, you... Anessa. No, you're not... Zara. No. Oh, guys, I was going to, like, just chuck myself off this giant tower and float down like a cool dude. No. Okay. Do it by myself then? Yeah. Do it by myself. I feel like a Dragon Quest loser with all of my mates going, oh yeah, we're not really interested. Let alone the lost sound effect. Whee! Look how cool I am. I'm floating above the ground. I'm gonna redirect my efforts to get a hold of my spaghetti. To get a hold of my spaghetti. Oh, look, you're all hungry boys. You should have watched me float down from the tower then, shouldn't you? You should have cheered. You should have been excited. But no, you all decided to come to the kitchen. And do you know what? I'm not going to feed you because you didn't celebrate my achievements. Yes, I am that level of bastard. So get my next batch of spaghetti on. Oh, look, another spaghetti. Another spaghetti from me. And not for all of you bastards.
The goats were good at the time, mostly for stalling, because they can't be tribute. Ah, they're the ones that can't be tribute summon. Okay, there you go. And you can also exeese summon with them for rank 1. Oh, well, that's an interesting one, yeah. Whereas back when I was playing with scapegoats, as it were, the idea of exeese summoning didn't exist. Oh, magic shield. Yes, yes, I think we do want a magic shield. Yeah, fuck it. We'll have a magic shield. It looks nice anyway. A rank 1 isn't usually that strong, but I mean it's not bad. And usually what I've found is they link into something. Nowadays, if you exeese summon something, that then can summon 2 more exeese monsters, which can then summon several more exeese monsters. Then you can exeese the exeese you've exeesed, and then you can link the exeeses that you did, and then you can... You can tell I'm not an immensely happy bunny when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! I know it's sad, I know it's stupid, but nonetheless, it frustrates me greatly. Right, I'm going to equip that magical shield, and I look swish. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, it's free to play, so I'd highly recommend having a crack at it, but... no. Just don't be like me, and don't be stuck in the past, where you're going... back in my day, it was a fucking just fucking lay a card, and then you let them have a turn, and then you fucking lay another card, and then they lay another card, and it's a race to see who can summon a big card first, and then you've got counter traps to stop the big card. Then you might be able to get your big card on, then they can counter your big card, so they can get their big card back, so that you can put their big card, and it's nowadays it's all just like I'm in. Oh, it's you. So you finally decided to let me out, have you? What's happened? Huh? So you've built a massive magical cannon, and now the Major General of the monsters on his way over to destroy us all? Ha! You serious? There's a big bad baddie coming, so now you decided to let me out of my cell? You leave me locked away down here, never even dropping by to say hello, and now that you're in trouble, you come to me for help? You're disgusting, Velden. Oh, Marov! Marov, no! You're my friend! Oh, please, now I'm in jail. No, I'm not. Back in my day, we played one monster card a turn, and we liked that. We felt it was a bonus when special effect monsters came in, allowing us to summon more than 1, maybe 2. That was a bit racy for our liking back then. So you special summon one monster that special summoned another? Fuck me, that was fast. 2 monsters 1 turn? You get out of here, son. I remember the Yugi and Kaiba starter decks. Ooh. So I get it, I'm a bit like that too at times. I get the impression I'm more like that though, I fear, but still. It is one of those ones where the evolution has gone so far that the halcyon days feel like so long ago. And I suppose arguably they probably are. They're a good like 20 odd years, aren't they? Fucking hell. Oh Christ, yeah, they might even be longer than 20 odd years. Jesus. What? What else do you want? Is better than Hearthstone. I mean, yeah, I could probably live with that statement. Shut up, okay? Just shut up. I've had enough of your excuses. Oh, for crying out loud. I don't want to think you were the one whose best friend betrayed him. Madaroth. Oh, look. Oh, I didn't quite get to turn the camera around, but I had sad face. I'm crying over here, Malroth. Even though Warwick sowed the seeds of doubt in my mound, he sowed the seeds of doubt in my mound. And then he watered them twice daily. He was very diligent. But I asked him not to sow them in my mound, and so he decided to sow them in my mind instead. I should not have stood by while this wrong was done to you. For that, I am truly sorry. I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have let those soldiers die at Moonahan. I am sure you did all you could to save them. For my part, I should not have taken out my anger on you. It was not your fault. Hello, it's your boy. You just joined. What is going on? We are playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, whilst also having a conversation about Yu-Gi-Oh! And how I am a ancient man who likes ancient rules and ancient dragons. But how very much it's changed over the time, and we've ended up very, very tingly in all the right places. But we've just gotten Malroth out of jail. But welcome, it's your boy 571. I'm your 571st boy. You've been popping children out like it's going out of fashion. My God, it's a revolving door down there. But welcome, how are you? And are you up to anything interesting? They are the questions we ask. I am sure you did all you could to save them. For my part, I've said this bit. Go on, carry on, Malroth. You go on now, son.
Well, I'm still sorry about it all.
Starter Deck Kaiba was released in North America March 29, 2002. So actual full-on, just shy, granted, just shy of 20 years. Woo! My God.
My heart!
Now my heart? My heart was in Yu-Gi-Oh! 20 years ago. It very much was. Oh, hello. There should be a video there. That's annoying. Thank you very much for following. Once I've gotten through this dialogue, we might try and figure out why that video didn't play. Because it very much should have. And it very much didn't. And now the stream has very much taken a nosedive as well. Oh, excellent.
My heart!
And more hearts. My heart is breaking, and so is the internet. Oh dear.
Hey, Velden. I'll help you beat Atlas, but after that, we're done. You built a dungeon to lock me away and only let me out when you needed my help. That's low. I suppose it makes sense, though. Why would a builder like you care about a guy like me who can only destroy stuff? Thought we could be friends, but I guess I was wrong.
Butternut slapped the chicken. He slapped that rubber chicken. He slapped that rubber chicken. Ooh, yeah, he did. He really slapped that rubber chicken. He slapped that rubber chicken good.
You and me, Velden, we're through.
No, Malroth, please. Don't be like that. The reason why I wanted to get through the dialogue was so I could save it in case all goes horribly wrong. But anyway, let's have a look and see if we can figure something out here. I'm assuming, maybe at least. Where's the thing? That's the thing. It's one of your favourite games, at the first is better. Now, I would possibly put forth... No, okay, that's not what I thought was going to happen. I thought... can we get that option there? No, okay, that's not going to work. Bollocks. I'd really hoped that was going to work. Annoying, irritating, and frustrating. Let's see if we can solve a slightly different problem. That's an equally problematic situation. Now, I would put forth that I think the second one improved upon the first no end. But I did enjoy the first one as well. The first one was fantastic. Let's just see. I think this is going to be a waste of time, and I'm just killing the stream for no good reason, but there you go. I sometimes insist on doing things that are pointless and stupid. And at that point, will you please, for fuck's sake, just do what I'm asking you to do. And not be a dickhead. But then you have to... No, I swear to God, there was a fucking way to fucking do the fucking thing. Apparently the fucking wasn't. Why the fuck was you fucking do the fucking fucky. I swear there was just a button that allowed you to do the thing. But apparently The button that allows you to do the thing is not doing the thing. I suppose technically it doesn't really matter. But there you go. Kinda wanted it to do the thing, but there you go. It's not gonna do the thing. Now I'm just sort of wasting time. Because I can't seem to get it to work. And I can't get it to do the thing that I want it to do. But there you go. I've refreshed the cache. I just can't now test it because it doesn't have the same thing. But there you go. We shall see. We shall see what's happening. We shall see. Also, every time I access anything on the internet,
My heart!
It's absolutely fucking itself, which is incredible. It's gonna be a very good day. It's gonna be an annoyance, to say the least.
My heart!
It is time for my heart. Okay, there we go. Is that the one? Hey! It's taken a fuck ton of effort.
Clever.
It's taken a fuck ton of effort, but there it is. There's the video. And you, sir, it's your boy, have just harpooned your way to following a new streamer. We got there in the end, and I did the proper professional thing of doing the catchphrase. I'm not putting my lips on that. I would never put my lips on that. Anyway, right, having faffed around for a while, I just like the story mechanics better than the first. Really, the only thing I think second improved was adding a first-person camera. I must admit, I've never used the first-person camera, so I wouldn't say that was an improvement for me, but... Well, what's that? Oh, a boop. A boop of something like... Oh, there's a boop. There's a boop. I's a boop, use a boop, everywhere's a boop boop. Old MacDonald had a boop. E-I-E-I boop. With a boop boop here and a boop boop there. Here a boop, there a boop. Everywhere a boop boop. But yeah... I'm curious, what mechanics... Oh, great, we don't appear to have sound. We now have sound, excellent. Either one thing or your mother. That shouldn't be there, but do you know what? That really shouldn't be there. But it's going to be very devilishly awkward to get it. No, okay. Hey, there we go. Nani? It's a random pillar. No, oh, I don't want to change tools. I want to. There we go. Now this pillar suffers the wrath of my hammer. But yeah, I would. From my recollection, I think they only improved upon the mechanics of the game. But yeah, my recollection is notoriously incredibly bad. So that's potentially extremely false. I'm not going to judge the stories because I can't remember the first one all that well. But the mechanics I always felt they'd improved upon for the second one. But I'd be willing to hear perhaps what you felt it had sort of lacked second from first to second. I am glad that Maroff is finally free, but what of your friendship? I can hardly believe that you two would go your separate ways. When you arrived on... I think that was a noise in the... Yeah. That one, I think, was a noise in the game. It was just this weird sort of, Because the last sticker was a, wow. So, yeah, weird. Very strange noise, but there you go. When you arrived on this island, you seemed inseparable. This anger cannot last. A friendship like yours is not so easily sundered. It may take time, but this wound will heal. And I shall do everything in my power to help. Wait, do you really have that much power to heal a friendship? I don't think you do. Good lord! Now that's a knock! Knock knock! Who's that? Motherfucking Atlas! Such incredible timing! Such incredible timing! You shook the screen with your knock knock. And be glad I didn't just say the words you shook the screen with your knockers. But nonetheless, what a knock, sir. What a knock. I never got that to work. No! What? Guys, there's no floor. I've fallen. It's now the farting hole. Excellent. I have farted down the hole. Now we cover the hole in chalk to make sure I never have to smell my own fart. Anyway, guys, there's another hole here. I'm going to fill this one with castle wall. Are you okay with that one? Atlas, he's shaking the stream with the astrolabe. Which Atlas are you talking about, astrolabes? Because I don't recognise the idea of him, unless that is what he's considered to be holding as the Greek god. But is that just another word for the earth, or is an astrolabe is a specific thing? I feel like it is, because it's yeah, it's ringing bells. Good lord. Oh, we are talking about the Titan Atlas, yep. Okay, good. We're along the same path there. Excellent. The game's along the same path there as well, because it is a giant fella. As you know, meant to be almost as big as Atlas, although not quite as big as Atlas, obviously. The astrolabe is the sky. Okay. No, I'd not. But there is a thing, like, it spins and it's called a something labe, I think. And it might be a myth. It might be like a fictional gadget or some such. Oh, is it? Oh, what's the compass called? In the Golden Compass one, his Dark Materials. I feel like that might be what I'm thinking of. That might its official name not being known as it's known as the Golden Compass, but it's not its official name. I think that might be a something labe. Not that that's important. It's just it's one of those ones where the word has intrigued me. Oh, hang in there. I'm going to hang in there. And hopefully I'm going to hang off of the bollocks of Atlas and swing my way to victory. But we shall see. This is it, Veldin. Our final battle. Atlas approaches. The Major General is unimaginably powerful foe. Only by your Kazapal cannon can we hope to defeat him, and defeat him we shall. So, Veldin, are you ready to win this war? Yes. Yes, I am. Excellent. We are relying on you. You too, Marov. We shall have need of your strength on the battlefield. Veldin, His Majesty has thoroughly briefed me on how the Kazapal cannon works, so allow me to impart his knowledge to you. Firstly, you must place your hand upon the Orb of Heroes at the top of the main tower to see what it sees. Then you have only to line up your That's bloody... God almighty. Yeah, I'm getting caught by them now, because there's weird sound effects happening in the game. Just some random person going, way! And then there's stickers going off all over the place. Now, I can't tell what's real noise and what's your noise. Yes, you're so evil. You've finally broken my ability to tell the difference between noises you're making and noises the game's making. A strange sense of satisfaction rolls across Blue Boosh. Oh dear.
I smell cheese!
Oh no!
I smell cheese!
Oh no!
The oh no is so odd at the end. Like, I get that I smell cheese, but then you get that extra oh no. What's so wrong with smelling cheese? I suppose it depends on why you're smelling cheese and where you're smelling cheese.
I smell cheese!
But apparently
Oh, no.
we all smell many a cheese. The cheese to death. And I might be wrong in calling the astrolabe the sky, as I think the sky was Atlas's father. Oh dear, wonderful myths they
I
all are.
smell cheese!
Oh
What
no!
are the odds? Me and Butternut both selected cheese at the same time. Apparently 1 in 1. Apparently you are loving cheese. You are loving the cheesy life. Then you have only to line up your target in the sights and unleash the cheese! The energy. No, not the energy. I smell cheese though, it's weird. What's that block you're holding? Is it made of cheese? No. Do you smell of cheese? Does Jeremiah smell of cheese? Oh no, I don't want anything to smell of cheese. The cannon can only be fired once at a time. Oh, I have to be careful then. Having access to these stickers is giving too much power. In fairness, he's costing himself a small fortune. But I'm not going to stop you. I'm just going to remind you you're costing yourself a small fortune. Well, there you go. Once the energy of the orb is exhausted, it takes some time to recharge. Be careful that you do not miss. I mean, he is a massive motherfucker. I don't think there's much chance of missing. Damn straight. Money, money! That should be... I was doing an impression of the king. Did you like it? It's very good. It's coming along, isn't it? Would you like me to run through the explanation again? Just to be sure. Remember, aim for the eye. I'll give it a go. I cannot make guarantees of that. This is nothing compared to what they do to me. That's fair. That's fair. Firstly, you must place your hand upon the orb of heroes at the top of the main... Oh, sorry. You said that, Anessa. Oh, that's why. Would you like me to run? Always get caught out with that one. Would you like me to run through? Yeah. Go on. No, wait, no, don't. Good. Then we are ready to face Atlas. If we can defeat him, we can restore peace to Moonbrook. We can escape our fate of eternal warfare. Veldin, if we fight together to the very end, I know we can do it. I know we can win.
You love it, you slag.
You can only damage him in the eye with the gun. Well, I will try my best. But I get the impression, even if I wasn't aware of that, I would quickly become aware of that. Because I don't remember it being that troublesome to win, but you never know. Maybe I'll fuck it up this time. Just for shits and giggles. But I have played the game before, so most of it I do recall in at least a vague capacity, and I know I've done it. That's always the crucial thing that I like.
Ha ha ha! Puny humans think you can defeat mighty Atlas.
There's a sense of sarcasm in that cool story, bro. And yes, we're not cleared yet.
We smash your castle. We smash your towers. We smash everything. We show Lord Atlas how weak you really are.
Oh, so you're not actually Atlas. Yeah, Atlas is a bigger boy, isn't he? There we go. That's Atlas. You're the bigger boy. I think you just killed all your friends, though.
Battle hard and beam off. Hear me, humans, you cannot win.
I suppose I should do this from a bit of a distance.
You cannot escape your fate. Struggle all you like. It will do you no good. You will be destroyed. Raw.
Atlas underestimates us, but we shall soon show him. Quickly, Vodin, get to the Kazapal cannon. Oh, hello. I've got teleportation jumps now. Easy as Kazapal Pa.
Use the left stick to aim the Kazapal cannon, then press A to unleash its fiery fury. To stop looking down the sights and return to the fray, press B.
So they do have a certain implication that you have to go for the eye. Use the cannon! Hello, sir! Are you ready for a pew-pew?
I'm ready for a pew-pew. Pew-pew circuits!
Maximum power, sir!
Pew-pew away! Pew! He blocked me. I feel like that might have been intentional, because the odds of me waiting the perfect length of time that he managed to do the block at exactly that moment makes me think that was probably scripted. Zappel, the zappy cannon. Interesting. I suppose, Butternut, you're potentially a fan of the old Dragon Quest, because I was just about to say, weirdly enough, I think you've stumbled upon the levels of spell in Dragon Quest, and then I realised who it was, and that makes a degree of sense. You probably didn't stumble upon them. I believe you've played a Dragon Quest or two yourself in your time, which I can't blame you for doing, because they are fantastic games, and I would highly recommend them to everybody. I have a strong urge to play 8 again, I believe, because I think 8 was the first one I ever played, and then I sort of backfilled and forward-filled and stuff like that. But 8 and 11, I have a strong urge to play again. RPG nerd, hell yeah, and fucking pride. No, it can't be. He's unhurt.
Oh,
Oh, hang on.
I not expect humans to put up a real fight, but it will take more than magic pea shooter to hurt mighty Atlas. Go, my minions. Destroy the humans. Destroy their castle. Destroy everything.
Not played any of the Dragon Quest games. As specified, I would highly recommend them. They are all... Well, I don't know. Saying they're all fantastic is perhaps a stretch, because I've not played every single one of them. And some of the earliest, something like 1 and 2 are very basic. Enjoyable, but very basic. 8, 9 and 11, they're all good stuff. I've definitely played 8 and I've definitely played 11. I need to go back to 11 to actually complete it. That's one of the reasons why I have the urge to play it. It is tasty, very, very tasty.
Sticks.
Of course. I should have known. Tasty sticks. I played the DS one. I think a lot of them were on DS, but I'm wondering if that's 7 maybe? I think 7 was one of the key ones that ended up on the DS, but I might be mistaken. As I say, I think a lot of them ended up on the DS, but still. Not into games like Dragon Quest, that's fair. They do take a lot of sort of effort because of the time. Well, arguably, something like Dragon Quest Builders is a time sink as well, but the old turn-based RPGs tend to be quite the time sink. And I suppose, turn-based combat's not for everybody. It is distinctly for me, though, because it allows you to just sort of relax and not worry too much. It can still kick the shit out of you. Just you can relax a little bit. Sentinels of the Starry Sky, yeah. I know the game you mean. Whether it is 7 or not, I definitely know the one you mean. I like games like Metroid Dread. I really want to play that. It's just it's another one. We've done that. Oh, that's Dragon Quest 9, is it? There we go. We've been through it a couple of times in the past where I've discussed the annoying thing with Nintendo is they don't put their own games on sale very often, and I kind of need sales to be able to pick up these games. So it's like, oh, Nintendo,
Like 10% off or something. Give me something on your Metroid games, please. Please give me some kind of discount, and then I would love to purchase them.
But yeah, you've got Pokemon, Metroid, Luigi's Mansion, I wouldn't say no to. Fire Emblem, I think, as well. Although Fire Emblem, I think, does come on offer on occasion. It's just outside... It's just on the fringe of Nintendo. That sort of... Just sufficiently on the fringe that it kind of comes on sale a bit more often. But there is a couple others that don't often come on sale that I'm not immediately thinking of, but they are Nintendo-based. Hollow Knight. I didn't get on well with Hollow Knight. It was just that too much of that sort of... Well, slightly too difficult, I suppose, arguably. That's the simplest way of putting it. But I grew sort of slightly impatient with having to sort of... Oh, great, the enemy's got me again. I'll go back to the beginning. But I love the art style. And the gameplay was reasonably compelling, just not quite compelling enough for me to continue. Which is not necessarily a raving review, but nonetheless. I understand why people love that game. Just it didn't mesh with me, that one. His height is just too tough. The blast had no effect. There must be some other way. In any case, we cannot fire the cannon again until it recharges. We must hold back the monsters until then. Because Nintendo doesn't do sales ever. That's why we picked up Pokemon Arceus. It's interesting. There does seem to be a fairly sort of severe schism. Because I've definitely heard it be referred to as Arceus. But recently, I've also been hearing people call it by the vastly superior name of Arceus. Because if you call it Arceus, I mean, basically it's not got the word arse running rampant in the middle of it. Actually got it from Tesco using club card vouchers. Oh, that is a fantastic idea. The only slight issue is I don't... Well, I don't shop in Tesco's, but that's not necessarily 100% the issue, because there's plenty of other club cardy style bits and bobs. We shop at Sainsbury's and we get nectar points, so could possibly use them. But I think we burnt them all for Christmas. Although I can't guarantee that, truth be told, because I've not done the shopping for a couple of years now. With the whole lockdown scenario, we sort of ended up just going, all right, well, you do the shopping and that'll do, won't it? Because it was easier not having multiple people in the shop. Now I know, you know, it's completely relaxed all the way down nowadays, so it wouldn't be difficult. But it's one of those ones where you sort of get into the pattern of going, you just continue doing it. And I think it's easier. It's easier if my father just does it by himself, because he gets to spend less money, which pleases him. Because he doesn't have the inevitable sort of, oh look, that'll be nice. Oh look, that'll be nice. He just goes rigidly to, have we got, oh, the charge. There we go, we have got a charge meter there. So I should probably get back. I'll give you some buffs. I'll give you some Brucey bonuses. My banner bonus, my Brucey banners. And then what we'll do, I know, are you going to tell me it's charged? If you fire the Kazapple cannon now, it will have no effect. We must bide our time and wait for the moment to strike. Oh, fair enough. Alright, that'll do then. Please return to the front lines, we need... Even though I don't like turn-based games, I like Octopath Traveler quite a bit. Octopath Traveler is fantastic! Absolutely adored that one. Oh, okay. I absolutely adored most of it. There was one element I really disliked, and that was when I did the... This might be spoilers, so if you've not sort of finished it, it's not huge spoilers because it's like right at the beginning of her story. But the white mage woman, who I can't remember if she was officially a priestess. I think she was, yeah, or was she like a sister of something or other? Either way, she was basically a white mage, doing all the healing. Ophelia, that might have been one. Yeah, that's it. Ophelia. I'll feel you. You'll feel my what? You'll feel my fucking fist if you continue that sentence, you dirty little fucker. But yes, her boss was a fucking nightmare. The beginning of her sort of story arc boss was a fucking nightmare. Why is this creature alive, guys? Guys, do the thing that kills the beast. Thank you. Jesus. You do remember I don't have a sword while I'm waving this banner in the air, don't you? I know technically I can just re-equip it, but still. Ophelia Cox is quite the name. That is one hell of a name. Chapter 1 boss is hard. I thought so, yeah. Or at least I found it to be. I think it was possibly... There was some oddness to it. That was like... It was based on maybe your level or some such. But there was an attack that just ended me so many times, but... I don't know. Maybe I just couldn't understand the things it was doing. One of the easiest bosses in the game. Well then, aren't I an asshole? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just making a mountain out of a molehill then. Because I feel like it was maybe, or maybe I'm thinking of one of the other bosses. I don't know. Ulbricht's boss is the hardest Chapter 1 boss. Maybe I'm misremembering them. What was Ulbricht's boss's whole deal versus what was Ophelia's whole deal? You'll get to, if you hang around enough, you'll get to know that my memory is shit. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is very much true. Boss in boots! No. That was a very sort of newspaper no, wasn't it, that one? No. You know what you've done. No. If you fire the Kazapple cannon now, I'm not trying to fire the Kazapple cannon, you daft cow. I'm trying to defeat the dirty great fucking imp thing. I'm at the front lines, you Woman! We're going to have words. I cannot cross the threshold to catch the enemy. There we go, he's dead now, that's fine. Oh my god, the lone nun! Nani? Dragon Quest monsters usually have cute booties and gloves. That's true, actually, yeah. Oh, I see you were talking about the Dragon Quest. I understand. Sorry. Two very different conversations are happening in my brain, and they've gotten overlapped and confused. Oh, shit, he's doing a thing. Oh, he's doing a jumpy. Oh, shit, yeah, we need to actually do something about this. We need to play jump rope. I remember that now. Oh, there we go. Now I don't have to play jump rope. I mean, you can jump all you like, mate. I don't have to fucking worry about it, son. I'm pretty much immune to everything you're doing, mate. There you go. Ulbricht's boss can easily kill any team member in one hit. Maybe that's the one, then. Maybe that's the one. Maybe I just got my O's confused. But yeah. Yeah. I could have sworn it was the priestess's one. There you go. Maybe not. Gun time in about 30 seconds. 30 seconds until gun time. Look, he has exhausted himself. This is our chance. All forces attack. Do you want me to go gun now? Gun now, or are you going to kick up? No, you're going to kick up the fuss. Vote in. But crying out loud, stop doing the thing. It's fine. I want to do the thing. Let me do the cannon. You do the attacking, I do the cannons. Attack him, not the gun. With the capital letters. Relax your beans. It doesn't make that much difference. I'm allowed to fluff it up half a dozen times. We have staggered him. Veldin, quickly, you must use the Gazapple cannon against him once more. Race back to the tower and try to hit him somewhere where that steely hide can't protect him. Highly sort of suggested that... and... Oh, wait for it. Oh. Pew! I think I was close enough. There you go. Awesome. Gun in the eye. Eyes of guns. The gunnest of eyes. You died? Well, he did. He not dead yet. Nobody dead yet. Right in the eye. Brilliant shot, Veldin. Do. We have only to hold off the monsters. Oh my god! Oh my god, look at the taint! That taint is amazing! Don't give it a lick, for crying out loud. You don't want that experience in your life. Especially not that guy. He's too big to be licking that. You'll be there all day, for starters. We have only to hold off the monsters, await our opportunity to land another shot or two in his eye like that, and victory will be ours. Hell yeah! Tasty. And I get to do a tasty leap off the side here.
I'm here.
Whee! You are here. Which is... on top of the dragon. What are you doing on top of the dragon? My god, get off the top of the dragon. Right, anyway, let's get back to...
I'm here.
And you're here. Where are you now? You're on... Oopsie doodles. You're on top of one of my whirly-birdy things. Go, lads. Go, lads. I'm here. Ah! Oh, he's doing the little jumpies. That's fine. That's fine. I couldn't give a shit on it. I know. Worst player of games in the world. Oh, here we go. He's doing his little jumpies again. And... hello. I prefer the Octopath Traveller team is Therion, Hanit, Ophelia, and Cyrus. Now, see, the names are not triggering as much. Therion, I believe, was the thief. Because I don't think he was called Therion in mine. Because I think you got to rename him because I chose him first. I fancied being the thief as the first one, but I might be wrong. Hanit was the hunter? Yeah, Ophelia was the white mage. I feel like the white mage is probably crucial in most lineups. The hunter, the cleric, and the scholar. Yes. Do you know what? I think we're pretty close, in fairness. I remember enjoying Ophelia and Cyrus. I enjoyed feeling Cyrus. Could you stop it with the stompy feet, man? Because they are quite annoying. I know they're meant to be quite annoying, but you know, nonetheless. Whoops! Whoop! No, we managed to get there. Just trying to sort of get these guys buffed and trying to dodge over your little jumpy stumpy beams. Quite frustrating. Which, as I say, I get that's supposed to be the point. I don't think I used the hunter all that much, I must admit. I feel like there was one of the others I went for in that slot. Possibly the old knight. I feel like
Who's sneaking about?
I quite liked, just as a sort of character in general, rather than necessarily useful, perhaps. I don't know, but I suppose arguably you could do the whole game with any of your lineup, really, or at least that would be the theory. Oh! No, I jumped too soon. I jumped too soon. That's fine. Are you summoning monsters, or are you doing the stompy stomps? Avoid Atlas's attacks. Yeah, he's doing the stompy stomps, I think. So I'll just go up here. Oh no, he might be doing something even fancy. Oh no, he's doing bang cannons. Okay, we don't want bang cannons around here, sir. Around here, sir, we don't like bang cannons. My God, he's really destroying a lot of things. But that's because I suppose I'm standing in front of a lot of things. There's probably a far greater tactical way of avoiding him doing the bangy bangs of all the things. But still, I like the stories and they're quite strong. I like their stories. I mean, in fairness, I loved all their stories. Alfin, remind me of Alfin. I should really be. I need to be waving the flag over the people, not waving the flag over Atlas. Which class was Alfin? And Primrose. She was the dancer, wasn't she? Yeah, the dancer assassin-y one, wasn't she? She sort of danced and killed things. Well, most of them killed things in Venice, but still. Veldin, we have Atlas on the back foot again. Now is our chance to strike. Alfin was the chemist guy. Oh, yeah. Yep. I've got you now. Yep. I remember the apothecary fella. And yeah, Primrose is the dancer. I can't remember much about using Primrose. I possibly leant away from her. But certainly Cyrus, were you agreed? Yeah, Cyrus was the scholar. He was very good because he had some fantastic spells. And I kind of liked him as a character, in fairness. Go to the Kazappel cannon again and shoot him in the eyeballs. I will try. I'll do my damnedest. I don't know. I can't guarantee it. It may go horribly wrong, but I think we managed last time there. I don't think it has to be necessarily 100% exact. Just a rough estimate in the eyeball is enough. Are you done, son? You done? Goodbye, sir. We're going for a lot of buffs. Ooh. Yeah, I think... Didn't she... I think she had one... She might have had a dance that gained you another turn or something? Yeah. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played the game, and as specified, my memory is an atrocity to humankind. Oh, I can't save the game, that's a shame. Because I really would have liked to have saved at that exact moment in time. But he's also dropped something. Let's hope it's something good and not some kind of horrible, you know. He's just dropped one on the field and we're all here going, fuck me, son. He's my fucking... you're falling down the Master Duel hole. Oh, you will be lost to all of mankind when you fall down the hole of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've loaded the game up. Well, welcome to about half hour of downloads, I think. I don't know, it depends on how fast your internet is, I suppose. I think mine took a surprisingly length of time. Perfectly timed victory! Diddly-diddy-diddy. Well, I say perfectly timed. I think you probably missed it, unfortunately, because, you know, internet, shit, and cock, and all of the above. It took 8 seconds, the wonders of fibre. I see. Yes. Now I'm jealous, because I clearly have the wonders of bullshit. Although, strictly speaking, mine's supposed to be fibre, but I suppose the unfortunate thing is mine's... I think mine has trouble going over the Wi-Fi. But there you go. Or I just get a shit service, one of the two. Difficult to know which. But I would like to try and get a hard line into the computer, but unfortunately not a practical case of affairs. But yeah, you must have a vastly superior fibre than I do then. Because even having some form of fibre connect from Sky, it took way more than 8 seconds. Way more. Oh, you've now got wired as well, have you? Oh, wow. I really need to do it, but as I say, the practicalities of the house does not allow it. It would need a whole shed load. But there you go. You switched from Sky last year. Well, I think we switched to Sky last year, so there you go. Who did you switch from? No, who did you switch to, rather? Because, I mean, I can't say any of them have been particularly good over the years we've had internet. They've all been a bit shit. Isn't the best cabling setup in the world. But it is a setup, which I suppose is, better than nothing, I suppose. You're on Virgin now. I've not heard good things about Virgin, truth be told, but, they all seem to have terrible things told about them, and there you go.
Huzzah, we did it, we defeated Atlas. And that item that he dropped when he fell, could it be?
Veldin, my boy! Veldin, our beautiful builder! You vanquished our foe and saved our kingdom. You did a bloody good job.
Gadzooks, I knew you could do it. In honour of your great deeds of arms this day, I may consider taking you on as my squire.
Just need to get the rest of the subclass in on your set. I don't know if I did all of the things. I'm not a 100%er, truth be told. This is a lovely story. I've completed this lovely story. I'll move on to the next game.
Oh, goddess be praised, the vile tyrant who had for this fair isle, and his iron grip is no more. Our days of endless bloodshed are over. I cannot believe this is really real. We did it! We actually did it! We defeated the children of Hargon. Yes, please, pardon that outburst. Such behaviour is unbecoming of Moonbrook's military leader.
Before our celebrations begin in earnest, what say we repair the damage to the castle? Because Atlas was only supposed to knock the bloody doors off. Leave it to us, Veldin. We'll be done in a jiffy, son. Bang, bang, saw the wood, plane the wood even. I think it's a plane noise rather than a saw noise. A saw noise would be, ooh, that really hurts. It's not like really bad, but yeah, it's enough. That's a saw noise. I'm laughing too much at my own joke there. But there you go. Now we can do a cheeky little save.
A cheeky little save is what we need in our life.
In our very days. Oh, just hold that thought, King. Oh.
It's an itty bitty hydrate.
Itty bitty poke dippy dippy. There we go. I can have a little drinky. While the internet shits itself again. You'll have to take my word that I've had a drink. Usually the sign is I shut up for 5 seconds. But there's no other evidence to suggest I've actually had the drink. But never mind. I have equipped my fiery blade. King, what are you doing climbing up the ladder, King? That's my ladder for my purposes. That's for me to go up and down. Come here. King, hey, cut him off. Yeah. You would be fucking surprised if a small child suddenly leapt off a wall in front of your face, wouldn't you?
Veldin, I must speak with you. You recovered a rusty relic from Atlas's body, did you not? I believe that may be the mark of Moonbrook, a legendary treasure that will restore peace to my realm. You have only to repair it. Go, my child, take that rusted relic to a workbench and transform it in the mighty mark of Moonbrook.
Well, I've got the recipe. Do I have the equipment? No, I don't know. What do I need for it? One wonders. Oh, I didn't actually specify. That's fine. We'll look it up and find out. Oh, there we go. Whatever it is, I've got it. Steel ingots, marble, magic crystals. Plentiful supplies there. The elaborate emblem of the royal family of Moonbrook. You can only make one. Oh, it's the build. It's an epic build, so it was charging up my powers. Oh, let's have some extra medicinal leaves. You never know when they'll come in handy. When I inevitably sort of don't do things correctly and just fuck about. That's usually when they come in handy. When I'm not paying attention and I lose half my health bar.
Oh, Verlin, the King Mark of Moonbrook is as good as now. New even. As good as new now. How would I ever repay you? As I told you, you alone. This world is but an illusion. It may fade away at any moment. But when I see your smiling face, young man, it fills me with hope. And mayhap you are not an emissary of annihilation, but one of creation, sent by the heavens to save us all from our wretched fate, to save this world from destruction. Come, Merlin, take the Mark of Moonbrook and affix it to the beacon of Erdrick. Let the people see that peace has returned. Ah.
Okay, I shall place your mark. Are you all ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The mark is being placed. Bam! I need to keep switching between 160p and 480. I don't know why. I'm assuming because you've got... I'm assuming it's because you've got it set to auto, maybe, and my internet is shitting itself, and therefore can't keep a constant frame rate or resolution, perhaps. So it's difficult to know whether it's your side or my side, but it's probably my side because my internet is being an absolute arsehole, which is not fun for the family. It's not fun for any member of the family. But yeah, I don't know why. It's just not giving me the speed it's supposed to be giving me. And there's little I can do about it, apart from be incredibly angry and maybe write a letter of complaint to Sky for constantly providing a shit service. But then, I suppose, arguably, if they're constantly providing a shit service, maybe I have to look at the fact that it might be the computer dying on its arse. That's one hell of an air horn. Which is another possibility. And that possibility makes me angry as well, because if the computer dies on its arse, that's kind of everything gone, because I can't afford to buy a new one. So it's all fun times for everyone. Either the internet's shit and not being the service it's supposed to be, the router might be shit and would need replacing, or the computer's shit and needs replacing. Somewhere in the chain of many things, something is shit. And it's going to remain shit, unfortunately. A lot of the time the internet is reasonable, but for streaming of late, it's just been an atrocity. I really thought OBS was going to be the one for me, but I'm wondering if I might have to go back to Streamlabs OBS, owing to the fact that it didn't seem to have as many problems with the bitrate, but Have you heard of a game called Dead by Daylight? I have! That is the one where you are either the killer or the little survivor fellas. Damn, that air horn took ages to play. Yeah, I think we're probably rocking a massive delay as well. As I say, the internet is just shit, and as I mean, I can lament it and shout into the void, but other than that, I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. I'll have to look at trying my damnedest to get some kind of wired connection, but that's going to require drilling through walls, swapping the position of the router, I suspect, and that'll mean adjusting all the filters, adjusting all the router, and then, as I say, drilling through walls and all that jazz. But still, I should call Sky and then just air horn down the phone at them. It would be tempting. There you go. I can hardly believe it. So this is what a world without war feels like. A world at peace. I cannot thank you enough, Veldin. If it were not for you, this day would never have come. The builder won our minds and hearts, and he blew Atlas away. I knew he would right from the start, but I didn't like to say. Honestly, Hayden, is there anything you won't sing about? The people of Moonbrook spend some time savouring the peace that Veldin has brought about, and the unfamiliar warmth which has filled their hearts. They decide to celebrate this happy turn of events by holding the greatest feast in the history of their kingdom.
Ho ho ho! The preparations for our victory feast are now complete. Now, let's mark the start of the celebration with a fireworks display. Consider this a humble gift from your monarch. Except for the firework cannons themselves, I concede. These are all your fine craftsmanship, Feldin. Before I forget, I saw Malroth standing atop the outer wall. He got a rather lonesome figure. He needs a friend to talk to, Feldin, and you are the best friend he has. Which direction are we talking? Oh, over there. Cool. Oh, hello. Are you sending fireworks off already? Good lord, guys! I don't think the fireworks were supposed to start, but still. I just remembered something that made Builders 2 a bit better. Ooh, what was that? Also, I've gotten past the tutorial Master Duel. Excellent. And it's asked me to choose my deck, as though there's a reason not to pick Power of the Dragons. In fairness, Power of the Dragons is a bit of a letdown, I would put forth. The Power of the Dragons is not what it used to be. You might be better embracing one of the Link decks, because that will allow you to be, better at everything, I think. I'm just gonna... No, okay, I can't test one thing until I get out of the conversation. But I will... But what... I just feel like that wouldn't make any difference, because why... It's the age-old thing where it's like, why does it do it sometimes and not others? That's the problem. So I don't think it's any of the things I've got set up here. I know, like, some of them will take some of the internet away. But there should be plentiful internet to spare. That's the problem I've got with this whole situation. It's like, the bitrate I've got is half the supposed upload speed I have. So there should be plentiful room to play with. But there you go. Maybe I just don't understand internet speeds, but there you go. I've brought peace to the land. Maybe now they can find time to build a roof. No roofs! My counterpoint to that, Jay, is I know nothing about the other two decks, and Power of Dragons has Blue Eyes in it. It's a good decision. I approve the decision for Blue Eyes, but if you want to get somewhere without the frustration of everything you do being countered instantaneously, it might be better to go with one of the fancy, complicated decks. You can use those heart points to get whatever items you want in the free play area after completing all the tablet targets on around 1.5 to 2 tablets. Ah, I see. Certainly I know you can sort of purchase whatever you fancy, but I assume that wasn't the same in number 1 then. Why did I say that? Why did I say that to him? What did I say? Why did I say it? I don't know. Why would I do that? Something isn't right. There's something wrong with me. Huh? Veldin, it's you. How long have you been standing there? That Kazapple cannon of yours is really something. Guess you won't need me around to beat up the monsters for you anymore. Well, I can't exactly... Mate, you travel by your own, 2 feet. That thing, that Kazapple cannon, that's going nowhere, son. Yeah? That's built there. That's staying there. I can't port... That's not portable, son. Not portable. I'll say it out loud in case he's not watching the chat, but if Onibushu is still present... do you have any recommendations for Monsieur Chester Finhirks? You build things, I mash monsters, but you don't need me anymore, and I don't need you. Once we get back to the island, we can go our separate ways. Jeremiah was looking for you. You should go and find him and see what he wants. But I want to stay here with you, Malroth! We're friends. We can enjoy the fireworks together. We are. I'd intended to do the floating we, but unfortunately it was not to be. But fortuitously, I've got my spaghetti. Well, that did many a rhyme. Many a rhyme for me and for you. Many a rhyme while I'm having a poo. Yes, it was inevitable that it ended in poo. Veldin, why the dour expression? Tonight we celebrate our victory, yet your face suggests you mourn a bitter loss. Whatever your troubles, tonight's celebrations shall surely drive them from your mind. It is time to put your wonderful firework cannons into action. I just wish you could speed up those screen-wide dialogue boxes when they're talking to Malroth. Yes! Oh my god, yes! They are so annoying.
constantly waiting around because it does not take that long to read them. It doesn't even take that long to read them out loud in a dramatic and ridiculous fashion, which means reading them in your head takes even less time. Very frustrating. They should just have been triggered like standard text boxes, and I do not understand why they weren't. You should just have been able to press A and boom, it fucks off. What? What do you mean? You cannot remember when or wherefore you built them. Come now, my boy. You made them at my request, so that we might celebrate our inevitable victory over the monsters. Here, take these fine fireworks, load the firework cannons, and let this display begin in earnest. I believe Anessa had something she wished to speak with you about. When you have had your fill of fireworks, pray go to her and hear what she has to say. Woohoo! A firework! I've got fireworks for days. Launch! Whoops. I think I launched a potato. No, I think it was just loaded already. I genuinely thought I'd launched a potato for a moment there. There you go. It feels like they take a month of my life. Yes, absolutely. They are one of the worst things the game... That's one of the worst offences the game makes. And it makes no sense whatsoever why it chose to do that. Anyway, I'm going to eat one of my spaghettis while watching the fireworks. A potato. Potato sausages. Load this. I've got my own personal firework launcher now. Excellent. Whee! Poof. And wait for it. Whoops. Whoops, I appear to have blocks. Why do I have a block in my hand? Oh, because I organised my inventory by accident. That's fine. Load. Can I load more than one go? No, of course you can't. And whee! Bang! Load it up again. Do I only have oranges? Or do I have a mixture of colours? Is it random? No, I appear to only have oranges. Let's have a look in the inventory, see if that backs that up. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it can. I had to move the mouse. I didn't have to move the mouse. I chose to move the mouse and it went horribly wrong. Oh boy, that's hemorrhaged. Interesting. This feels like a thing I need to deal with. Because now the internet has absolutely gone to pot, which suggests... I don't know what it suggests, but it suggests something is going wrong. That might be useful, but I don't necessarily think so. Let's try refreshing these and see if it's doing anything, but I don't know. It's one of those annoying things. It's gonna be a tedious turd for the entire stream. So maybe I should just accept the message that the universe is sending out, which is to stop fucking around with this whole streaming malarkey. The universe doesn't want you to be doing these things. So maybe you should embrace the fact that you should not be doing it. It's a little hydrate indeed, it's a little hydrate. Yeah. Doesn't wanna go. The only way to get out of this would be to do that. Suppose we can ditch that just in case it's interfering, but it really shouldn't be. There's nothing else. It shouldn't be accessing that much internet, even if it was accessing any internet, but there you go. Ah, tiresome, tedious annoyances. That's what we're all about today. Oh, there you go. We will have to just persevere and perhaps stop caring. Let's carry on launching my fireworks. set piece for placing 3 fireworks cannons side by side. I'm assuming that's one you can unlock at the main, your big island, the island of creation. Do 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 do. And our final firework goes wee bang. It goes for a wee bang.
Veldin, are you enjoying the fireworks? Lord Jeremiah tells me he's saving the best for last, so it seems we still have quite a treat in store for us. What say you, Veldin? Are you ready to sit back and enjoy the grand finale?
Yes. Oh, you can get on any island. Oh, interesting.
Excellent. I shall inform Lord Jeremiah to get the main event underway forthwith.
The biggie bang. Do do. Oh, I see. You just place them side by side. I got you. Okay. Do do. One deck choice later, or one deck choice latter. The latter deck choice. Ah, now you're into the big download. Where was the big download? Here's the big bad download tonight, y'all. That's the one that might take you a bit of time, but as we've established, I think you've got a better internet connection than I have. Certainly tonight you do, without doubt. So it might not take as long as it took me, but still. It also ended up... I started the download, got distracted by doing something else, then that something else led to something else, that led to something else, that led to something else, and it took me about 3 hours to get back to Yu-Gi-Oh! But that wasn't the download's fault after about, 10 or 15, 30 minutes maybe, something like that, I don't know. Might have been longer than that, I've no idea.
Veldin, this may be a time for celebration, but I cannot stop thinking about you and Malroth. I am sure he did not mean the wounding words he said to you. We all say things we do not mean in the heat of the moment. I am sure things will work out between you, but Malroth is a stubborn sort. You must make the first move, and soon.
I wish you could bring the gun to other islands. It would be nice.
It seems the show is about to begin. For the moment, let us forget our cares and enjoy the fireworks.
Whee! Bang, bang, bang. In case you cared at all, you picked the synchro deck. I do care a little bit. Maybe not like life or death levels of care, but I do care enough.
Oh my, how beautiful!
It is quite something.
Goddess be praised, we have found true peace at last, she said,
in the middle of a loud firework display. Also, bring the mirror you get at Freeplay Island to Furrowfield and use it on the dog. Intriguing. I'm assuming there's some kind of secret there then. Those are fireworks that are attacking the... I don't think it's anything to do with the frame rate. Or it's not... nothing to do with the fireworks that are affecting the frame rate. It's the internet that's dying on its arse, which... I've got another theory. Let you have the joke? Never. I will never let anybody have a joke.
Goddess be praised, we've found true peace at last.
And nobody heard her say it above the sound of the fireworks. Once again, I mean, Malroth's in a bit of trouble there, because he's... oh, of course, I think I may have... No? Oh, no, there we go. Okay, it was just that. That's fine. The worm fella tells you about it if you haven't done it yet. I have not done it. But I suppose I'll bring the mirror you get at the Freeplay Island, don't I? Interesting. I don't think Mr. Wriggles has told me anything about that. That night, the people of Moonbrook set the sky on fire in celebration of their hard-won peace. As they gaze up in wonder at the kaleidoscope of the night sky, their thoughts turn to the bright future that lies before them. All except for two, Malroth and Veldin, whose horizons have become unexpectedly clouded. Then, morning comes. You get it from the chest the people of Moonbrook bring with them. Well, that explains why I haven't stumbled across that. But I don't recall it in the first game, the first time I did the game either, so it will be intriguing to find out. Perhaps. Or it will be intriguing to find out if my memory suddenly goes, oh yeah, I do remember that. But we'll see.
Wasn't last night's party simply sublime? My heart is still racing with joy. In all the excitement, I almost forgot there was something I want to ask you about. Veldin, what did Warwick mean when he said our world was an illusion? You spoke with him about it back in Renderak, and it has been playing on my mind ever since. Forgive me, this is not the time for such talk. Let us revel in our victory a little while longer. Before you came here, I had lost almost everything, but last night, watching the fireworks with you by my side, I felt truly happy. It is all thanks to your hard work that we have brought peace to Moonbrook once more. Thank you, Veldin. Thank you.
I think I might be able to do a cheeky save now. Excellent. Whoops. An actual cheeky save place. Do-do-do-do. Just to make sure we don't lose anything specific that we've done. And I might as well pop up here. Through the woman! Oh! You know, the mirror from Moonbrook that makes you fight the monsters for the Scareforce weaknesses. Possibly I don't know the mirror you're talking about. I assume you were referring to Ra's mirror. But that didn't do anything to do with making you fight monsters, I don't think. Or it didn't make you fight the monsters. So unless you're talking about the mod rod? You use the mod rod in order to find out the weaknesses, but even that doesn't quite line up. But still. Yeah, that mirror, yeah. I don't have it on hand at the moment, but if it's in the chest the Moonbrook people bring, that should be easy enough to find. Also, I looked at my Steam window, and seemingly only 18.9.5% of Master Duel players have gotten the Register player name achievement, which presumably means that there are 10.5% of people who downloaded the game and forgot to load it up, or can't get past the tutorial. Yeah? And there's the rocket battery. Very nice. We now have a rocket battery. I can make batteries from rockets. That's not what that word means. Oh, he's got a golden coin and a dancing dinosaur. And if you hadn't heard, Mr. Oni, we've converted another. He's caved, and Chester Phoenix is now Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel mastering these days. Let's just... I want to double check a couple of other things. So... none of those should be doing anything. None of those should be doing anything. Let's just double check this video. So, no, I don't think there's a obvious solution to this. I'll just double check this one. No. But yes, you have to go. That is a shame, but you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, goodbye. It's your boy. Can't help but say it like that, I'm afraid. It's gonna forever be. It's your boy. Mostly, partially because of the eye, but also I think it's a reference to something else, but I can't remember what. There's definitely some reference in there somewhere, but still. I suppose... oh, is that broken now? Or just reset, I suppose, isn't it? Bollocks. Or maybe it did break. Hang on. Oh, God, I hate this fucking technology. Oh, pissing, shitting ball bags of fuck. Oh, we'll have to deal with the dialogue and then I'll check another thing. I don't know, fucking... I think the chat box is broken now. Excellent. Fucking excellent. God, I just want things to work. Is that just... oh, the chat thing's back, fine. It must have just reset when I changed the bloody scenes, I suppose. Which I'd prefer it not to do, but I fucking don't know anymore. I might be sick and tired of streaming at this rate, because it just doesn't work. Do you ever get that thing where you just understand, you start to understand the world is insisting you not do things? And so eventually you have to just accept you shouldn't bother. But there you go.
You came to this land in search of new companions to take back to your island, did you not? Friends who would help you drive back the children of Hargon. Well, there is not a single man among us who have failed to inspire with your building abilities. I am sure many of them would gladly assist you in turn. and with valiant Moonbrook soldiers at your back, no enemy can stand in your way. Also, now that peace has returned to us, the castle no longer has any need of the many snares and ballistas that you kindly built for our protection. Pray, take them with you, and may they serve your island as well as they did ours. The people of Moonbrook wait to greet their hero Veldin. Go to them and accept their plaudits. They are fully deserved.
Okay, well, first things first, let's strip all of your defensive technology, because I might as well take it with me. It won't take that long. Maybe I should use the big hammer blow, but then again, the big hammer blow is fairly slow, and just strimming the land like this is very much better. So I'm curious, what is featured? What would you say is the featured monsters in the synchro deck that you've ended up with? I mean, certainly, what are the couple of effect monsters that appealed the most there, mixed with what sort of things is it? I don't know. Was it Stardust Dragon? I feel like it might have been Stardust Dragon, and that is one of the sort of iconic ones, but there may have been a different one they went for. But I can't fully remember. I basically went Blue Eyes, yes please. Because I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man with simple tastes, and my simple tastes are Blue Eyes White Dragons. Not a big fan of Fusion or Ritual. Well, I've now got a Ritual deck. I might try Fusion at some point, but I may try and do something. I might try and do something that focuses in on a little bit on the Link monsters, because they're being the newest ones. Ritual is certainly difficult to. I think it's very easy to counter a Ritual, and very difficult to get the Ritual to just stick in the, on the field. But still, I did see a particularly good Ritual-based deck today. A lot of cards that it was Cyber Angels. It featured a fair amount of Cyber Angels, which of course is Alexis from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Stripping. Whoa, guys. Whoa, chill out. I destroyed the switches. From what I could see, Junk Warrior and Colossal Fighter. Okay, so that sounds, I assume, like it is meant to be a sort of 5D style deck then. So you might have, you may very well have Stardust in there. Because Junk Warrior certainly is, you say, tomato when I say tomato, 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 tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Turret Warrior seemed neat as well. Cool. Don't know a ton about links outside of the one Madolche uses. Madolche and Gabbana. Or, in fairness, the cake thing. Madolche and Bananas, perhaps. Tally-ho. Tally-rally, bally-ho. Tally-bally-rally-ho. You do not have a Stardust Dragon. That surprises me. Can you identify? What's your biggest, meanest Gribbler? There's just a Warriors in the starter deck. Oh, I see, but no Dragons. Oh, right, so the big one is focused on the Junk Synchron. That surprises me. I'm surprised they didn't go for full Yusei stuff. What would you say? It is Junk Synchron. No, Junk Synchron's one of the sort of lower cards, isn't it? It's a tuner monster, Junk Synchron, isn't it? So Colossal Warrior's your biggest boy, is it? And what out of interest, what does your big boy do? What does Colossal Warrior do, apart from being a Colossal Warrior? I assume he does something weird and wonderful, but you never know. Maybe he doesn't. I suppose being a starter deck, it's quite plausible that he doesn't actually do something big, weird and wonderful, but I can't help but think he probably does something weird and wonderful. 2,800, 1,000, plus 100 attack points for every warrior monster in your graveyard. Okay, that is quite something. That would not... As long as you have to spend... Yeah, I suppose 13... Yeah. You'd need to expel 13 warriors, and you would actually be able to outmuscle my biggest boy. Which is more the pity, because it really annoys me. Your biggest boy, natural attack of 9,000. You'd think that might be enough, wouldn't you? It's 9,000 attack points, right? That's surely got to be enough to see you through most things. Nope. Nope. So many people end up with sort of 9,000 attack points, and it's like, fuck off. Level 8, but I assume there's a way to turbo it out. Go turbo! When it gets destroyed in battle and is sent to the graveyard, pick a warrior in your graveyard and special summon it. Of course, of course. There's 1,001 ways to summon 1,001 monsters all at once. Every time. Grumbling again. Oh, Velden, my lamb, you saved Moonbrook from its unfortunate fate and returned peace to the land. For that you have my eternal thanks. You have done much to rebuild Moonbrook, but still more remains to be done. Will you stay here and lend us your aid as a builder? You say you are to return to your home island before long. Oh, my lamb, from the moment I first saw you and Malroth share a high five, an ambition arose within me. I harboured a hope that one day I too might share such an experience with you. Please, Velden, please will you take me with you? I want to stay by your side. Of course you can come with me. Of course you can come with me. Do. Well, now that is interesting. Well, how fascinating. It seems it might not be the internet's fault after all. But there you go. Which suggests it's OBS's fault, which... excellent. I wonder if it's the chat box that's doing it now. But there you go. I don't know another way of getting the chat box on the screen, but I suppose I could just ditch it, but whatever. Nothing fucking works around here, so there you go. Oh, goddess be praised. Thank you, Velden. I have never been so happy in all my life. I swear that I shall not be a bother to Malroth or any other of your other islanders. Just treat me like another member of the team. And I expect you'll want me to build a church, wouldn't you? This means a built-in combo that makes it easy to get on the field. Oh, bound to, yeah, absolutely. So you need a level 5 somewhere to finish it, because you have to have a tuner and a non-tuner. One fish, one not fish. That have levels equal to 8, which is a little awkward normally, if I remember. It uses the junk synchron, which is a level 3 tuner. Yeah, I must admit, synchro summoning's quite a basic one. That sounded a bit more insulting than I intended it to be. I meant that in terms of my liking of synchro summoning. It's a nice, simplistic mechanic. It's nice, simple. Same with Xyz. Xyz and synchro, I think, are quite nice, fairly simple ideas. Because synchro is just adding the numbers up. Xyz is just matching the numbers. Link is a bit more... has a bit more variety to it, as far as I can tell. Which is peculiar, but still. Ah, Velden, how did you enjoy the fireworks display? We blew the fucking doors off, didn't we? We humans are flawed creations. Want to engender much conflict and suffering. But sometimes we can create beauty too. Ho ho ho. What do you think of that line? I was aiming for wise and philosophical. Did I hit the mark? Anyway, I hear you may be leaving soon. I have little doubt Esther will want to join me. Please, Velden, take good care of my granddaughter. Ah, but what am I saying? That girl is all that I live for. I cannot let her leave without me, and nor would I let you. If Esther goes, so do I. What do you say, Velden? Will you take me back to your island with you? Yes, I will. So yeah, special summon him with his ability, slap down Junk Sing prone, and it should be easy to pull it out of the dick.
Pull it out of your dick.
You want to get yourself some dick shiner and slather it all over the dick. I think that was actually a comedy video, but it cropped up the other day when I was watching some other video, and it was so daft. Sort of, I think it was meant to be New Zealand, and it was deck, as in like a wooden deck outside the house and stuff. But with the New Zealand accent, you get yourself a dick, and you get yourself some dick shine, and you rub it on the dick real good, and that'll come up the treat. Dick varnish. That's what you want. Oh, thank you so much. I cannot wait to see what wonders you have built on this island of yours. Clearly the best place for me is ranked. I wish you luck. I wish you luck in getting an opponent that's not a total fucking dickhead. Which is most people who play the game properly, using multiple cards to produce multiple effects. In the way they're designed to be used. I know. The bitterness overcomes me. Veldin is a hero, so noble and so brave. Never did I fear, oh, I knew that he would save us. Oh, now that we've found peace at last, I think that I shall live out my days singing your praises right here in Moonbrook. He's 2,600 and blocks all card effects when attacking. When have you had a baby? When attacking a monster. Intriguing. It's quite powerful. Blocking card effects is very powerful. I know this because my dragons do the same idea. Although, yeah, there's a lot of caveats. It's weird and annoying, because there's an awfully large volume of caveats around my dragons not being destroyed by a card effect, and many people seem to have the understanding of how to get around all of those caveats. But there you go. Of course I'm joking. I want to brighten the lives of those on your home island with the twin blessings of my beautiful voice and catchy songs. Take me with you, builder. I'll play my happy song. Your people will be thrilled and doubtless sing along. Do 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 do. I knew you would agree it would be a crime to rob your people of the chance to hear me sing. Perhaps I will form a choir from all the adoring fans that are certain to flock around me the moment I open my mouth. Oh, gadzooks, Veldin! Mighty fine work overthrowing the children of Hargon. And not just that, you saved us from the bally old fate of endless war. A bit off your level. You can battle in solo mode if that helps. Get a nice variety of lone decks to test out. I quite enjoy that one. Bit tedious reading all the card effects, though, yeah. But then again, you have to do that a lot of the time with the ranked mode, because you need to try and understand what the fuck your opponent's doing to you. When we first met, I was a hoary old fool. Oh, I went round with the whores. Magnificent days. I might go back to them once we're done with the conversation, but that's not the point. A hoary old fool who knew nothing but war. I was scared you would take away the only thing I knew how to do. But I should have looked forward to it. I never dreamt that waking each morning to a world at peace could be so beautiful. Just goes to show there is always more to be learnt. No matter how old you are, you have taught this grandmother to suck eggs, and I do not mean to stop there. Which brings me to my point. I want to go with you. It's not too late for me to see the world. What do you say, my friend? Go on, then. I knew that you would agree. After all, I am the most experienced soldier you would ever come across. And my God, you came across me like a professional. I was covered from head to foot. You had so much come in you, it took me aback. I literally, such force, I stepped backwards.
Let us set sail for your home. I have much to learn about the art of building. I cannot wait to get started.
You've crushed most of solo mode with the Maldoche, but still have a lot of lone deck battles left I need to win. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, I think against the AI, you can usually sort of crush most things fairly easily. Especially if you've got a full cohesive deck, that's the crucial thing. If you're using like a bit of a odds and sods deck, you can usually beat an AI. It's but with a full blown knowledge, known deck, the AI stands no chance. Hello, Veldin. Allow me to offer you my thanks once again for helping us to defeat the forces of Hargon. When you stood atop that tower, blasting Atlas in the eye with the Kazapal cannon, you cut ever so dashing a figure. By the way, Veldin, I hear you plan to return to your own island soon. I would love for you to take me with you. Then I'd be able to see as much of that dashing figure of yours as I please. But alas, I am part of His Majesty's Royal Guard. I could not possibly abandon my duty and leave the king unprotected.
Ah, my girl. You must go where you feel you are needed, dear Zara. If it is your wish to accompany young Veldin to his island, then I bid you a fond farewell. You are not my only bodyguard, you know. And beside, what use have I for armed escort when my nation is at peace?
Oh, 2 cool points if you can guess what my B deck is attempting. I don't know. I assume it's an insect deck. Because it's a B deck. Really, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. In that case, Veldin, I would gladly come with you and aid you in any way I can. Will you take me with you? Huzzah! You won't regret this decision, Veldin. Together we shall show the rotten children of Hargon who they're messing with. And I think the king might be the final one, but I don't remember if the king comes with me, but you wouldn't have thought so, would you? Let's be honest. But you might have to give me a bit of a clue, unless it is still Madolce. In which case, are you trying to do... It's a fun strategy. So are you trying a meta deck for your fun strategy, or are you trying a genuine fun strategy?
Veldin, we all owe you a great debt of gratitude for bringing peace back to our home. As the ruler of this fair kingdom, I deeply regret that I cannot appropriately reward you for your efforts, but I can offer you stalwart followers to aid in your quest. What's that? You bid me join you? Your voyage? Me? The heaven-appointed protector of this island? You never were one to stand on ceremony, were you, my dear? But alas, I cannot. This kingdom is still my responsibility. I will not be so easily abandoned. I will not easily abandon it.
He just summoned a 3,000 attack monster on my turn. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they do that a lot. That seems rude. Abso-fucking-lutely, it seems rude. It is rude. I will not so have been easily abandoned.
Veldin, do you remember what I told you of this world and its nature? Oblivion may approach, but if that is my destiny, so be it. I shall watch over my people to the end. But I shall keep a weather eye out for you, for true Veldin. I look forward to seeing what exciting, incredible inventions you wield for the people of this world.
I'd be more annoyed if I had a chance to do anything about it. Sounds about right.
Veldin, you've spoken to everyone, I trust. Jolly good. Ever since I was a child, I have always been fascinated by the art of building. I dreamed of becoming a builder myself, and now that I have a taste of building with my own 2 hands, I know that I cannot stop now. The building bug has well and truly bitten me. Take me with you, Veldin. Let us continue to work together, not in winning a war, but in building a new world.
It doesn't use the extra deck, aside from maybe a pot of prosperity banishing stuff in the extra deck. Ooh! I mean, I'd wonder if maybe, if it's not very meta, and a very different kind of deck, and a pot of prosperity to try and get deck draws, are you doing something daft like Exodia? Or just find some rank appropriate opponents. Rank appropriate opponents would be nice. But there you go. The first couple of levels just need games played and not wins. Oh, is it really? I've not realised that.
Take me with you, Velden. Let us continue to work together, not winning a reward, but I've said to be good. I knew you would say yes. You are more than an inspiration to me, Velden. You are my friend. Now, let us return to your island and fight the children of Hargon together. Oh, and do not forget to collect all those traps you made before we leave. Let us take everything. The zap traps, the scissor snares, the whoosh widgets, the crack contraptions and the blisters, the spike traps, everything. When you have finished tying up your affairs here in Moonbrook, let us all make our way to the dock. We shall all lend our strength in turning your island into a shining beacon of hope for this world.
Okay, well, I think I've pretty much collected everything I need. I'm not going to strip every single piece of defence from this entire area. I've gotten a load of stuff from the front end, and I've stripped your world of the spaghetti! So let us go and head to the dock. The dockyard. And then we will probably put it away in favour of a little bit of Graveyard Keeper. And I might as well still do Graveyard Keeper, despite the fact that the stream is probably a rancid piece of shit to watch. But still, there you go. Pulled all 5 pieces of Exodia from packs, and I intend to use them at least once. Absolutely beautiful. Fortunately, playing ranked Smite has allowed me to ascend beyond Salt. Ah, I see. I don't think there is a position for me beyond Salt, unfortunately. There is a rage deep within that will never ever be quelled by any level of by anything. You can't quell the flames with the salt, I'm afraid. The salt merely sparks up and makes a bigger fire. This is one more save just for good luck. Just want to make damn certain. Anyway, there we go. I shall quit the game, and then we'll not bother with Pretzel because that'll probably drain what little internet that is present. Let's see. Is there anything else that could be grasping at the internet? There really isn't, because otherwise it would specify somewhere, methinks. Specify somewhere. Anyway, let's go to the interim slideshow, and that pretty much killed it as well. Excellent. Anyway, we'll have a short break, and then we'll be back for some Graveyard Keeper, and I'm sure it'll stutter and shit itself a bit more. Let's find some music that's probably not gonna get me. That one sounds oddly appropriate. It's called About to Souffle. So we'll play that, and then we'll put that on the list. We'll pop that on the list as well, perhaps. It's quite dramatic, isn't it? And slightly oppressing. But anyway, we'll be back in 5. Wow, I say that. We're running on maybe disconnecting now. So what are the similarities? If I just ditch that, is that going to actually... Oh, that's the wrong one. Maybe that's part of the problem. Can't imagine it is, but maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe we'll do that for those. Do all monsters needed to summon a synchro have to be on the field for me to summon it? I think so with synchros. Oni's probably going to be your better go-to there, but I'm fairly certain. Oh, there you go, yes. Anyway, I'll be back in 5 for the break, or for Graveyard Keeper, etc.